in order to, facilitate the buying. If a child wants a mature-rated game, he can't buy it without a parent's consent. If the system needs reform, or that a game like Postal 2 should never reach a child's hands, they should consider the adult-only rating, which is strictly prevalent so far to just pornography games. However, now that we understand the history of games, the Supreme Court case, and the system in place, we can then just understand that nothing needs to be changed and that everything is fine, or that if it needs to be changed, just use the adult-only rating. We are at age now, our generation, us right now, are already at the age where we can differentiate violence and fantasy. I can't go up to a guy with a chainsaw and a shotgun at the same time and just dismember him and shoot him in the face. I understand that because that's illegal and that's not real. That's not possible for me. But there are children right now who want to do that, or there are people behind us in our generation that actually feel like they can, or that they are so consumed by games that they should not let anyone else interrupt them. And so I ask the many of you who one of you is to be a parent, are you going to allow children to buy the games? Are you going to let the government control it? Are you going to ignore it and let them do whatever they want? Or are you going to take responsibility for your children and not buy it for them?
I'll take that.
All right, so Crystal, what did you think?
I think that it was a good persuasive essay. He knew exactly what he was talking about, gave good examples and statistics. It seems kind of long, and I think he could have done better with the eye contact. It seemed more he was looking at the desk or at the floor than actually at us. So other than that, it was good.
All right, you picked out 2 or 3 things that I would have said too. You do have a tendency to kind of look right in front of you. Your eyes are a little downcast from the audience a lot of the time. Most of the rest of the presentation stuff was solid, though. You stand there pretty effectively and confidently. You've got some good indicators, and I even liked a couple of the descriptive gestures that you had. So that all worked pretty well. The content of the speech, I'm still not sure what your point of view on this is. At the end, you asked this question. You ought to be giving us an answer. You've kind of covered the subject, and I know what some of the controversies are, and I know what the recent issue is with the bill and the lawsuit that goes along with the bill. What's your position on it? What do you think we should do? What point of view should we have? Should we think, the bill should be upheld by the state Supreme Court or the U.S. Supreme Court, and we ought to have those restrictions? Or are you saying that it shouldn't be upheld, but the parents should be responsible for this? Or are you saying that the ratings should be used more effectively? Just seems kind of like you are covering the subject without taking a point of view on the subject. Early on, I thought you were taking a point of view. You did make a claim of fact that says these things have an effect on the way people act and perceive the world, and so on that part of the argument, I thought you did okay, but when it came to the issue of the solution, I thought it was a little bit more problematic. And she's right, it was overtime. It was 11 minutes and 36 seconds. So.